watching Proactive. I'm joined by Ilan Sobel. He's the CEO of BioHarvest Sciences. Ilan, good to speak to you today.
Stephen, it's great to be with you.
So you've just released your first environmental, social, and governance reports. It's an industry-leading move. Why now, Ilan?
Well, as a company that's now really starting to scale our technology and starting to penetrate major markets like the US with our superfood nutraceuticals business and the launch of Vinia. Plus, given the heavy commercialization focus in our cannabis vertical and our commitment to come to the marketplace next year within the first half of 2022, now is really the right time from a scaling perspective to be able to share with the marketplace the unique competitive advantage that our biofarming technology allows us, provides us in such a critical part of the business that has to be seen as a purposeful priority for every single company.
Okay, so you mentioned the technology, and of course, your technology by its nature puts you on a strong, sustainable path. Take us through that technology and why it reduces greenhouse gas emissions.
Well, Stephen, firstly, we're really proud that we're the first biotech company that's engaged in the production of cannabis biomass and cannabinoids to actually publish an ESG report. And that's quite a remarkable feat, just given all the pressures that the industry is dealing with in this very, very important area. When we look at our biofarming technology, for us, the whole sustainability focus is actually at the core of our technology. Unlike other companies who start to think about ESG sustainability reporting as an add-on to their core business, what's unique for us, given our biofarming technology, that it's actually at the core of our technology. And that's driven by the fact that our technology enables us to only have to utilize the plant once. So because of this, and the way we're able to literally take the active ingredients that are found in those plants and grow them in cells through our unique biofarming process, it allows us to use 99.99% recurring, less land than traditional agriculture. In the context of greenhouse gas emissions, we have zero scope 1 greenhouse gas emissions as far as within our biofarming manufacturing process. And importantly, we use no solvents. There are no pesticides in our manufacturing process because we're not growing plants themselves. And our wastewater, as a result, is 100% biodegradable and contains no chemicals. And accordingly, there is absolutely zero hazardous waste in the biofarming manufacturing process. So given the uniqueness of the technology at the core of our business, it really allows us to set an industry leadership standard in this critical area.
Ilan, how does your performance measure up on the other pillars of ESG, so including people and governance?
Look, people is the foundation of the business, and governance specifically, as we look at categories like dietary supplements, where we have our superfood nutraceutical vertical focus on, and specifically as well in the whole cannabis vertical is critically important. For us, from an overall people perspective, we're very, very focused on actual overall performance development within the organization. We have an excellent record as far as female leadership in the company is concerned. Right now, today, 52% of the leadership team is female employees, and brings a critical element of diversity to the business. We're very focused on ensuring that our work environment is at the highest levels from an overall occupational health and safety perspective, and really creating an environment that our employees can really thrive in the workplace. From a governance perspective, and importantly in the world that we operate in, for us, we're setting the standard as it relates to ethical marketing and overall business ethical conduct, and making sure there's maximum transparency in the industry. As we look at our claims that we make in the marketplace, for example, in our Vinia product, we make certain claims based on the structure function guidelines of the FDA. Those claims are based on clinical trials, which have been all, published in peer-reviewed scientific journals, and we go through a rigorous process in ensuring that we're communicating, real facts to the consumer. So, these aspects on people and governance are important foundations. And at the same time, what's important, Stephen, across all these areas, as it relates to product, as it relates to process and how we scale up, our scale up our overall business and the people and governance side, we continue in our report to set very aggressive standards for the future. And that's really important, because it's all about not only are we in a leadership position today, but there is a deep commitment by myself and the rest of the management team, and I believe joined with all our shareholder partners, to drive continuous improvement across these key pillars.
Ilan, the report, is it aligned with global best practice?
Yeah, of course. We went through a very comprehensive process to get this level of rigor in the report. The report is aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and the reporting requirements, importantly, are aligned with the Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosures and the Sustainability Accounting Standards Boards. So these are all, right now from a governance perspective, providing best-in-class standards and guidelines, which company like ourselves, it gives us a very clear path to follow to ensure that we're driving this important continuous improvement.
Well, now that your first ESG report is out, Ilan, how often will you be bringing it out? Will it be annually with your financial statements?
Yeah, the actual reports will be in the future on an annual basis. But really what's important, Stephen, is that the goals that we've set are now being socialized across the organization. We're starting to build the plans in order to make sure we're going to deliver on those goals. So it becomes impregnated into the culture and the DNA of the organization. We've set very, very, I would say, audacious, and large goals. For example, we want to improve our energy intensity, which is already at best standards. Specifically, when we look at cannabis and the level of energy intensity of our biofarming technology vis-a-vis current indoor practices, we're clearly way ahead. But we're not stopping there. We have a commitment to improve our current energy intensity by 25%. We have a commitment in the water efficiency space to improve that by 10% over the next few years. And then from other key environmental areas, reducing our operational plastic use by 20% and ensuring that more than 90% of all of our packaging is actually recyclable. We already have a high standard in the area, and we just, it's all about continuous improvement.
Well, I'm sure we'll be chatting about those targets and how you meet them going forward. Ilan, we have to leave it there for today, but thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you, Stephen. Always a pleasure.
That's Ilan Sobel. He's the CEO of BioHarvest Sciences.